Yoga with Goga. This is a very special episode. I'm joined by a very special lady, this beautiful queen. She's going to introduce herself in the next few seconds. I came to meet her here at her hotel. She's been traveling around town a lot. And finally she's here. She decided to give me some bit of her time for us to have a conversation before she goes on her next trip. She's still in Africa. She's still in Kenya, but she visited Kenya. So let me see who is here. Hey Reggie, how you doing, Reggie? Welcome to the live. Reggie is all the way in Malaysia. Reggie, just confirm you can hear me clearly before I start screaming here, and then people can hear us.
It's even windy.
It's so windy, yeah. It's so windy. Hey Saniki, how you doing, Saniki? Can you hear Saniki? Confirm you can hear Saniki. Jerusha Mombo, welcome. Let me see. Dapur, thank you so much for coming in. Maasai Empire. Maasai, can you hear? Hey Goga and our guest. We are very good. Maasai Empire Africa. Okay, Saniki can hear, so it means our audio is good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
You've been seeing her on my live streams. She's always on the other side of the panel because we are not in the same country. She's based in Sweden.
Not even in the same continent.
Not even in the same continent. We're not even in the same continent. But this is the first time now you're going to see her live in person. We are seated on the same environment. You're breathing the same air. This is so
I can
great.
touch him.
I can touch it. I can pull her hair. I can pull her hair. It is so cool. It is so cool just to be able to connect to you, fabulous. And you're welcome in Kenya. You've been here for the last probably couple of weeks. How has your stay been? And before we go to that question, could you just tell these people who you are, what brought you to Kenya, why Kenya specifically, and where originally are you from?
Yeah, okay. I am called Fabulous Aunt on YouTube, but my name is Lorraine. I am born in South Africa, but I've been staying in Sweden for many years, like 20 years.
Wow.
So what brought me to Kenya is my first time in another African country. I've been in South Africa. I've been only in South Africa, so I decided just to visit another country of African continent, and I don't regret that.
Wait, you said you've been in Sweden for 20 years.
Yes.
That is so long. So you can speak Swedish.
Yeah, I speak Swedish.
Have you forgotten your South African language or something?
I don't think anyone can forget the mother tongue.
20 years is such a long time, guys. Imagine being in Sweden for 20 years. It's like, it's a lot. It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. But
Yeah.
I speak Zulu very well.
So she's a Zulu girl, guys. She's a Zulu guy. She's like royalty. She's from South African royalty because she's
If
from
we are Zulu and you are on the stream, hello, my Kaya.
The closest person who is Zulu is Lady Matt, who is from Malawi, who is joining the chat here. So thank you so much, Reggie. Thank you so much for being there. Love Lines, how you doing? Love Lines all the way from Philippines. RX Nails all the way from the United States. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for popping in. Yeah, so you visiting from Sweden, where you say you've been there for 20 years. Fabulous Aunt, guys, is I'm going to tag her on the title of this video. You can check, somebody can drop for me the link to the co-host. Saniki, just check Fabulous Aunt and drop me the link there so that I can pin it up for people to connect to our channel. So somebody will be asking, so you came all the way from Sweden, you have visited Kenya, you've met Goga. This is actually, it feels nice because I'm used to seeing you on the other side of my screen because when you join my live streams. So what inspired you to actually start visiting and touring the world? Because you said you've not been all over the place, so this is actually like really getting yourself out there. So what really inspired you to actually start doing this?
I think it started because I am a person who is kind of active. So I thought because I was done with the university, then I had to just go to work, same routines. Then came this YouTube thing in my mind, like YouTube idea, like want to be stimulated, And I started YouTube, and there I started to learn to edit, and then started to want to create a content. And then at the same time, I was thinking to myself, it's the thing that I want to do, and I am so curious as a person, and I wanted to see the world. Then I was thinking, while I'm traveling, I can bring my camera with me and have fun with YouTube.
And fun you've had. Was it when you were planning for this trip in Sweden? Did it meet your expectations so far?
Actually, it was more than expectations. I did not know that you can travel to Africa and have a good meeting with people, and people take care of me the way they did. I think I was so surprised how people are, especially when I talk about the experience in the hotels, all the hotels. I have tried all kinds of hotels. I tried 3-star in the downtown. I have tried Maasai Mara's lodge, a very exclusive lodge. I have tried the 4-star in the middle of the city, and now I am in Buma, Nairobi, 5-star hotel. There isn't any hotel that I haven't tried, and I haven't getting been served. Like somehow I've been so surprised. I feel like a queen. Like it's a long story.
She feels like a queen, and she's been sampling this. Okay, love lines. Thank you so much for that. You're most welcome, Reggie. You're most welcome. Take your power, Lady Matt. Can you check for me Fabulous Aunt and drop for me her link so that we can pin it up there for anybody who wants to check out the sample she's been doing. Yeah. So she says you said you've been treated very well, like in all the places you've been staying. I know because we've had amazing trips with you, especially in the downtown of Nairobi City. We've sampled food with you.
Yeah.
What is the highlight of your visit?
Ooh,
Yeah.
the food.
I feel like I gave you an answer there.
The food. The highlight of my visit is two
Hey, Judith.
things.
Yeah.
Is how the food tastes. And Kenyan people knows how to spice the food. I cannot say that they are best in cooking food or something, but when it's coming to spicing the food,
Yeah.
oosh, I was eating, guys. I think I gained 2 kilos. Look at my face; it's so round.
That is good round. You're glowing in a nice way.
And the service here, once you are in Kenya, once you are a customer, you've been taken care of. You've been treated so well as a customer.
Yeah.
They really value their customers here in this country. And I noted the most. Me, I've been living in South Africa, where there's many white people and black people. You would see the difference how our own black people in South Africa will smile so nicely, so like affection to white people, while they don't have the same affection with the black people. But here in Kenya, I didn't notice that. Anyway, in Kenya, it's not so many white people, but even though I was in Maasai Mara, that lodge is full of white people, but I've been treated exactly like them, same smile, same affection, like when I was leaving the lodge.
Yeah.
When I was leaving the lodge, I stayed there for 4 nights. When I was leaving, eating my last breakfast, there comes the whole crew working there to sing for me, to clap for me.
Wow.
With the cake. They baked the cake, they put in front of me, and they started to sing. And they were surrounding me, and I was sitting like, what happened in my life now? What is going on? I'm not even white. Like I was so confused. Like I will never forget this.
So that's priceless, and I hope you captured. So guys, if you're wondering who is with me on the panel, this is Fabulous Aunt. She's visiting from Sweden. She's originally from South Africa. She's in Kenya now. She's seated with me. We can pinch each other. Yeah, she can pinch me and confirm we are not like on a go live together. Arix Nails is saying you're beautiful. Arix Nails is from she does nails. She probably wants to see your nails. She normally does like nails and everything. Yeah. So
I just do them myself. I never go to the salon or something.
Okay.
I just painted them myself.
And then, hey, Backerstock, how you doing, Backerstock? Thank you so much for coming in, Backerstock. Soti, I see you. Freckled and Frugal, welcome back to the live stream. Lady Matt, nice to see you. Joyful Julia, all the way from Jamaica. If you have any questions from Fabulous Aunt about her trip here in Kenya, you can drop them there. You can ask her directly. And I'm going to ask the next question. So you've been to the Mara. You came to visit the Mara. The Mara is one of our best how do I put it? It's one of our best selling points as a country here in Kenya because of the wildlife. It's very fancy. A lot of tourists go there. Even I, as a local, I must admit, I've not like really lived in the Mara. I've been there, but it was so brief. Like I think it was just for like a few hours. But a typical Kenyan, very few Kenyans actually go to the Mara. Like you came all the way from Sweden. You went and lived in the Mara for nearly a week. So the question then I will be asking you, how was your experience? And I know you say that they treated you very well. You didn't get that feeling of I'm a black person, they're treating me differently. So what was your highlight, especially in the Mara, and why would you encourage me to like save up and go to the Mara as a local to encourage domestic tourism?
Um, the highlight of the Mara is that it's expensive, okay,
Yeah.
but it's worth the price, especially when you go into the Mara for safaris.
Yeah.
They will take you out and you will definitely see the animals. You will not feel like, oh, I'm sitting in a jeep in the land cruise.
Yeah.
We are chasing the animals. Oh, where are the animals? I need the binoculars or something. Like it's a lot of animals. I have heard a little bit by one of my friends that Maasais usually used to hunt the animals.
Yes, they had.
But
For you to become a warrior.
yeah, to become a warrior and make this warrior parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't do that anymore. The government have encouraged them not to hunt the animals, instead to save the animals, to protect the animals.
Because that's a
Yeah.
national
It's a
trophy.
national trophy, and it's going to be good for the tourists, and the tourists brings more money into the country. And what the government did then, it then just made the safaris protect the animals, and then the tourists come to Maasai Mara, they pay the gates, the Maasais are working in the gates as securities in the hotels, give some jobs so they can, we as tourists as well, we visit the Maasais in their homes and we pay them money, we buy things, they take children to school. So it's a lot of animals because they are protected by these Maasai people.
Absolutely.
Everywhere. I saw the cheetah, I saw the elephant, I saw the lion, I saw the lions making love.
Okay, we are on a live stream. She said she saw lions doing things. Green Nation, nice to see you. Green Nation is saying hi to you. Even Experienced Africans is on the chat. They're down here saying hi to you. Anthony Holmes, how you doing, Anthony? And saying hi to the host. Lady Posh is in the building all the way from the UK. Mai Zena, I see you. Joyful Julienne. Steph is in the building. How are you doing, Steph? Love. Steph is all the way in the United States. Wanda Lala all the way from Hong Kong. All these people are just come to say hi to you. Can you imagine? Valeria, the kind lady, I see you now. Judy, thank you so much for popping in. Backerstock as well. Now, one thing I would ask you now, and maybe people will be interested on this conversation. Have you met any content creators other than me? Of course, you've met me because we've been planning this for a while. But have you met other content creators in your trip here in Kenya? And what was the experience? And that would also lead us to a conversation on collaboration. In your experience, you're all the way in Sweden. You are originally South African, you're Swedish now. But then, how do you see collaborations as a way of promoting ourselves as small YouTubers? And what is your opinion on it? Yes, and you can tell them directly by just looking at that camera, so that they know.
Anyway, I do believe that if you work together, if you want to be successful, you have to learn to work together with other people.
Yeah.
That's the key to success. Work together and be faithful, be loyal. So I met Dim Wango, and I collaborated with her. She's a fun young lady. She's very vibing. She's laughing all the time.
You met the Dim Wango. She's called the Dim Wango in Kenya. She's like she's a big YouTuber in Kenya.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to collaborate with the Dim Wango.
Yeah. Yes, I met Dim Wango and she was so happy. I think somehow she started to fall in love with me. And she like, I wanna meet you. When are we going to meet? I'm coming to Sweden. Okay, I wanna meet you soon.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do my own video or something. Like I was so happy. And then there was other YouTubers when I met Dim Wango. There was other 4 or 5 YouTubers that I met.
Yeah.
I cannot say their names. I think one of them is Shemi and Gentrix.
Yeah.
There's a lot of YouTubers I met at the same day, and the vibe, guys. I felt, oh my God, I'm so surprised in Kenya. I felt so welcomed by those YouTubers because all of them nearly wanted to interview me. I was like, why everybody wants to interview me? But at the same time, I felt like, of course they want to interview me, all of them, because I'm not from Kenya, I'm from Sweden. They want to ask questions about Sweden and the culture, and I'm from South Africa too, and some of them want to compare South Africa and Kenya. So I was in the spot. I got all the attention.
Which is good, good, which is good. And do you think there are any interest? Because one of the things then, I know collaboration is a very political issue, especially for YouTubers, because they will be asking you, Green Nation, I see you there. So somebody will be asking, what is in it for me? Some people even will be like, I'm not going to collaborate with you unless you do something. So what is your opinion on this? Do you think there was any agenda, or do you think they actually interviewed you and loved you as you?
I think they love me as me. Why? Because I am not a very young YouTuber. I am not a young person.
Yeah.
I am. That's why I call myself fabulous. But at the same time, I have this vibe. I have a young soul, so I have energy. I think as soon as they see me, they think, oh, you are so beautiful. Oh, you come from Sweden. Oh, there was this energy as well. So they just love me as I am. Yeah, but anyway, unfortunately for some big YouTubers, we have to do some things to collaborate with them. But even though you bring something to collaborate with them, at the same time, the meeting is become more than a business.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like you connect in another level. I could not believe that when I met Dee, she went crazy. Like, I have to see you tomorrow. When are you going to Maasai Mara?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pity. Oh, I have to see you soon. It became more than like contributing something
Absolutely.
to the meeting.
And that is really good. And this goes to maybe my next question. Hey Jordan, how you doing? Jordan is saying hi all the way from Jamaica.
I forgot to answer your question, sorry.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. Amazing Grandma's channel, thank you so much for popping in. How you doing, Amazing Grandma? Nice to see you, nice to see you. Amazing Grandma is like, she's also vibes. A very young soul. Yes, sorry, go back to your question. I was going to
There's a question you asked, how do I think collaboration help with?
Yes, exactly. I was going to follow up with that.
Yeah, collaboration help to get to know other YouTubers, and you share some ideas, and without sharing some ideas, some tips, and then on top of that, we have different. Me, I'm in Sweden. Probably I have different followers. The other one have different followers. Maybe some of your followers will be interested in me and start to follow me. So it helps to grow the channel and to learn each other as YouTubers, and to understand that to know person there on YouTube in the screen is totally different than to meet them in reality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like what she said about it. Collaboration is important because it helps you expand. Remember we talked about networking when Carla was on the panel 2 weeks ago, and Fabulous Aunt had just arrived in Kenya, I think, that on that live stream. And we were being taught about the importance of networking as a YouTuber. You need to like branch out, spread your wings. Let your channel be reflective of, it can even be like a mini United Nations. I have Green Nation is based in the US, but originally from Jamaica. You have Steph, who is sitting there in the United States. You have Soti, who is in Finland next to you, and Soti is looking forward to meeting you when you go back to Sweden. You have, you have Wanda Lala all the way in Hong Kong. So it's like really, you have Love Lines, you have Reggie in Malaysia, you have all these amazing people connecting from different parts of the world. You have experience in Dubai. So it's really, I totally resonate with what you're saying, that when you connect to other YouTubers, you get to spread your wings as a content creator. And it's important to spread your wings as a content creator. It's very good when you get monetized for your CPM, things like that. It's very important, and we'll talk about that some other day. The next question which I would ask then will be, so you did this is a major travel vlog you've done, and I'm sure you've been updating videos and everything. Is this something that you see yourself doing as a content creator? That can be one part of the question. And then two, what other countries do you have in mind? Which other countries are you planning to visit?
What is the first question?
Yeah, so the first question is travel vlogging. Is it something that, first of all, what inspired you to actually do a travel vlog? Because me, I'm just trying to imagine, I have to carry my tripod, my phone, I have to have a power bank and things like that. So what inspired your travel vlog? I know you have fun on your channel because you have a young soul, you're always at parties, very amazing things. But travel vlogging, somebody will say, but this is so hard. So what inspired you to do travel vlogging specifically, and which other countries are you planning to visit?
Okay, for me it's easier because when I started YouTube, I was already done with being a young woman. I'm not planning to get married. I'm not planning to have children. I'm done with all this part.
Yeah.
So when I started travel, I was thinking that I bring YouTube with me, so it's much more easier for me to do the travel vlogging at the same time.
Yeah.
Because even if I didn't have YouTube channel, I was going to travel anyway.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah, I
YouTube,
like
I bring YouTube with me, so that's easy. It's just easy like that. It's just one fabulous stage of my life, and I'm so happy that there is YouTube, because while I'm traveling, and especially because I want to travel as a solo traveler,
Yeah.
but I still have fun on my travels.
Absolutely.
And the countries I want to visit, I think I want to visit more countries in Africa. I want to visit. I want to come back to Kenya, to Mombasa and Zanzibar, and have an experience of Kilimanjaro mountain. And then I want to try to visit Uganda. And I don't know if I will go to Ghana. I mean Uganda as well. And then I don't know, maybe Cameroon.
Let me cut you there. Green Nation is saying, Yoga with Goga, I'm from Ghana, my brother. Since when? Since when? I've not had your Ghanaian accent. This is Green Nation. Green Nation, since when did you start coming from Ghana? And then Experience Africans is asking you, have you got to see Samuel Travel and History? Because Samuel Travel and History is based in Mombasa, but I think you've answered that technically. Probably you'll meet Samuel on your next trip.
Yes.
Next trip. So she's planning to come to Mombasa. Wanda Lala says, I'm from Philippines, but I'm working in Hong Kong for 6 years. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Good morning to you from amazing MNG, all the way from Jamaica. The Jamaicans are just waking up, so that's why they're here.
Okay, good morning.
Yeah. And Lady Posh is probably preparing to go to work. She's based in the UK. Now, I was going to ask you another question, which may be very biased because I'm African. Why Africa specifically, and why are you so passionate about travel in Africa, and what are you trying to showcase about the continent?
I think I have seen so many YouTubers that are traveling around Africa, and
she's half South African now, so that she always gets confused. She's Swedish and South African. Anyway, carry on.
I think I have seen so many, and they are doing a good job trying to spread the news. There's actually in Africa, it's not only the downtown, it's not only the ghettos.
Yeah.
Which there is downtowns and ghettos in every country.
Everywhere.
But I don't know why is it popping up more in Africa, because we are so famous being poor or something. Anyway, my aim is to add to that everybody who knows me in Sweden, everybody who come across with my channel, when I say I am in Nairobi, I'm going to show them Buma, I'm going to show them nice place. They have to know that it's okay to come to Africa. There's nice places to sleep. There's a nice breakfast. There's nice food and nice restaurants. Just come to Africa. You will feel like a king and a queen.
And I like what you're saying, because Green Nation here, remember this conversation we had a couple of months ago? We were having a conversation on my live stream, and Green Nation was so shocked because Green Nation here said the way Africa is profiled out there, it is like, we are a sorry continent. They definitely profile Africa as a dark continent, and as content creators sometimes we fuel into that drama. Maybe because we want to get some aid, because I know Africa some views or something like that. Oh my goodness, Backerstock, thank you so much. Backerstock bought us our drink.
Wow,
Take a drink. Yeah, thank you so much, Backerstock. Yeah, we are at a 5-star hotel, so you bought us our drink, Backerstock. Thank you so much. It's not cheap. Yeah.
So what I was trying to say, every country, African country I would travel, I would definitely visit the downtowns because it's African vibe, I want to feel like an African, I'm still African child, but I would try so hard to go to, I have a nice job, 9-to-5 job that can help me out, because YouTube is not paying me. But if you see me in 5-star hotel, if you see me in very nice places, just know that me, It's not because I want to show off that I am living a nice life or something. I'm trying so hard to give people a picture that in Africa we have nice places, we have nice hotels. That's the aim. That's what I'm fighting for.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then you have two questions here from this gentleman. So the first is a comment from Green Nation who says, "Is it true that Africans need visas to visit other African countries, knowing they or we are in Africa and the country?" Yes, it is very expensive to. This one I can answer for you. It is very expensive to travel as an African within Africa. It is easier for me to go to Sweden, where Fabulous Aunt is based, than me going to South Africa, which is our original country. It is just until the other day that Kenya and South Africa came into an agreement, so I no longer need a visa to go to South Africa. But generally, it's very expensive to travel within the continent. And then you have a question from Experience who is asking, what are your challenges traveling around Africa as an African?
Oh,
And you can
my
answer.
God.
You can look at him and tell him directly.
Oh my God. As an African, for me, when I'm traveling to Africa, it's easier. So that's not a challenge. It's easier because I have a Swedish passport.
She's Swedish. So.
I'm carrying this powerful passport, so I'm getting easily anywhere. I'm just flying everywhere. It's not a problem. But I think because sometimes it's hard in Africa. We have those areas where there is people who don't have good jobs, who are hustling.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I am hiring a hotel downtown, I have to leave. Maybe I cannot wear something expensive. That is challenging. I have to take off my necklace. I have to make sure that I take a little cash so that I don't end up in danger, because they take the phones, they take the things sometimes, and that's the challenges, and that's the truth that I cannot hide. But that's the only challenge I have when I travel Africa, especially when I'm going to stay on those places where people are really hustling. But like I said in the beginning, I'm still an African shy, so I want to visit those places anyway.
You know, you said something very interesting, and I like how you are adventurous, because she has lived in a 3-star hotel. I had to take her to I had to go pick her at her hotel the first time I met her in the city. So I had to go pick her at her hotel, which was downtown. I never even go there, and I'm a Nairobian. I'd never go to some parts of Nairobi. So I was like, why are you staying here? Like, even I would not stay here. You know? I was so shocked, but she's so wild and adventurous, because she said, go Gambia for content. I have to profile Africa holistically. I don't want to just show the touristy parts of Africa. You know, I want to show the reality. I want to have a balanced opinion around this, and I think I really respect that of you as a content creator. If you have any question for my amazing co-host Fabulous Aunt, her link is pinned up there. You can check out. She has posted a number of videos of the things she has been up to here in Nairobi. Hey, what's in the box? I see you there. Thank you so much for coming in, Pete. Island Sisters, how you doing? This is another person who also does like a lot of travel. Island Sisters says, it is sad that it should be expensive traveling throughout the continent than traveling to a European country. That's crazy. It is wild. I've been privileged to visit Europe before. And it was so interesting when I visited Europe. I was able to visit about 5 countries while in Europe. I was in France, I went to Italy, I went to Netherlands, I went to, I can't remember the other 2. There were about 5 countries that I visited while I was in Europe. It was so easy. Just traveling within Europe. I didn't even spend a dime. Like, I could even do my budget and it was just workable. Flights were as cheap as 4,000 Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
I was shocked. 4,000 Kenya shillings. To give you context, about $40 to travel from one country within Europe to another country.
Very cheap.
Very cheap.
Yes.
Very cheap. Very cheap. So, and that will maybe explain my next question. Hey, Emerge Kenya, welcome to the live, Mr. Robert. Thank you so much for popping in. Emerge Kenya is Kenyan based here, does very good videos here. Love in Zoo, thank you so much, all the way in Singapore. OG Brand, thank you so much, guys. I see, but I want to ask my guest questions. I don't want to keep up for long. I only had 1 hour at most on this interview. So, if you have another question, or somebody, Steph here says, I've wanted to travel to Africa forever, someday. And then Wandalala says that she wants to hear more about the safari. What were you up to there during the safari?
Okay.
She's excited about hearing the safari. She wants to do a safari.
Safari is very exciting. When I went to Safari, before I ask my question, the first I chose, there is a Safari, you can travel to Safari with a budget. You can travel just a little bit more expensive. So it's good to save and take a little bit more expensive. Why? Because then if you go to stay in Safari maybe 3 days, you have to enjoy to come back home after chasing the animals. You're tired. You need to come to bed and feel comfortable. You don't want to sleep in the open tent like oh, I'm still chasing the animals here or what. But for me, I went to meet the native people. I think native people always makes me feel like I've reached the heart of the culture. So I want to meet the native people. I was so happy. I was so happy to be taken to Maasai's houses. And
wait, you went to a Maasai village?
Maasai village.
Wow, tell them about it. That is so, even me, I've never been to a Maasai village. I'm interested.
Yeah, I went to Maasai village and explained the culture, which was shocking me all the time because they started to tell me that, they show me the houses. I see small houses, well built. They tell me, and it's well built that even it's raining, the rain doesn't come.
And it's grass and everything.
Grass and woods. The rain does not come in there. And I was so impressed how strong the walls were. And they just tell me it's our wives building the houses. We don't build houses.
Yes, it's the women who build the houses in Maasai culture. It's actually the men go hunting.
The men go hunting and do other things, but the women do everything from the start to the end.
Blend with Shika is asking, who is your guest? She looks familiar. Shika, this is Fabulous Auntie. You can
change the hair.
She just changed her hair. She decided to become African, so she decided to do her braids and everything like in Africa because she wanted to wear her hat while on safari. Check out her videos. She's been so dramatic and extra in those videos. Hey Mick, how you doing, Mick? Thank you so much for popping in. Li Sheng Shu, thank you so much, Li Sheng Shu, for coming in. Very amazing people here. Obidia is in the building. How you doing, Obidia? Thank you so much for coming in. If you have any question for my co-host, please ask so that we can. Don't say Goga, you didn't allow us to ask the guest questions, the beautiful guest questions. I know my supporters and they see beautiful guests on my live stream. They want to ask all manner of things like, can I see your shoes? Thank you so much, Bakastock. I'm just messing with them. I'm just joking. Yeah, they're always like that. Bakastock, thank you so much. I will see you later on. Thank you so much, Bakastock, all the way in Belgium. Rosalind's family episodes, she's in Kenya here. Thank you so much for that. Fabulous Aunt, I'm your newest friend. That is from Julian. And so on and so forth.
Thank you so much, Julian.
Okay.
Thank you.
The next question, and probably this may not even be a question. This may be a comment. What is the future of your YouTube channel? What is the plan? You are now heading towards 7K. You've been getting very good views since you came to Kenya lately. Your channel has been really getting good views. Experience here will actually do an assessment on your channel because he's our clinical YouTuber person. He will tell you that the channel is doing very healthy. So what do you see as the future of Fabulous Aunt as a channel?
Nothing special except that I'm just going to continue to travel and to show you nice places wherever I am, whether I'm in Europe, whether I'm in Africa. I think I'm this kind of an aunt who I'm coming from a humble family. And for me, since I worked so hard to come so far in life, I'm not going to be ashamed of sharing it with my other African aunties. That it's possible. You can change your life. You can come from this humble family and live there. I think I'm not going to be ashamed to show people my fabulous life because this is exactly how I want to live in my last years, and that's exactly what I'm going to share with people.
Wait. Guys, do you hear what she's saying? She's and I want to maybe to explain that because you're originally from South Africa.
Yes.
You left South Africa 20 years ago. That's like that must have been the early 2000s.
2003.
2003. She left South Africa in 2003 to go to Sweden. She's been living in Sweden for the last 20 years. And this may be a good question on immigration as an African. we don't have a lot of opportunities within the continent. So most of us are always looking for opportunities to go out there and get jobs. And this will be a very personal question that may even get into your professional, because I forgot to ask you to tell them your profession as well. Do you think your professional life would be different were you in Africa as compared to the opportunity that came for you to go to Sweden? And people will maybe want to ask then, how did you leave South Africa if you say you used to live in a humble family back in South Africa? How did you make such a shift? Because Sweden is one of the richest countries in the world.
Yeah.
It's one of the well-paid countries in the world. So how did you make such a shift?
I met a Swedish man in South Africa. I was working in a very huge, big shop called SM Spa in Richards Bay, where there's full of tourists coming around. And I remember when I met that man, he was coming to shop nearly every day, and I was having the same hair, the same color. I was having rasta like this hair, but it was
She
planted.
met a man.
Yeah, I met a man, and he started to invite me out and encouraging me to stop working.
Yeah.
He started to do things for me until he invited me to Sweden, and then I ended up in Sweden. Shortly, love stories.
Oh, so it was a love story. So you got married.
I got married, yes.
And then you went to Sweden, and then okay, now that explains a lot. And then now coming to your professional life, maybe you want to tell people what you do for a living, because I know you definitely Swedish people are definitely very hardworking. They've really empowered their women. It's one of the most egalitarian societies out there. So I know you don't just sit at home and look fabulous as a housewife. I know you are very busy as a person. So do you want to maybe share with my supporters what you do in Sweden and what even inspired you to join that profession? Maybe?
Okay, I think I just joined that profession. I'm a nurse. I am a nurse. I did all my studies in Sweden, a bachelor degree and master's together, and I love my profession. I work as a psychiatry nurse. I think many of your followers know that. And I really enjoy working as a psychiatry nurse. I think I belong there because there's few people in my home that are doing the same thing, but traditionally.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's something that is in the family. And I don't think if I was in South Africa, I should be doing the same profession, because there was not same opportunities in South Africa. Like, I'm coming from a humble family. They did not have money to send me to school. But in Sweden, and my ex-husband did not even pay my school. The Swedish government was paying me for going to school. So it's vice versa.
Wow.
In Sweden, when you go to school, you get paid. If you want more money, you can always get a bursary.
Wait, in Sweden I get paid to go to school?
Yeah, you get paid when you go to school. They give you money for the clothes and the food.
Wow.
Yeah.
Soti here is in Finland. Soti, are you paid to go to school in Finland? Soti, can you answer me that question? As I say hi to Sheena. How are you doing, Sheena? Welcome to the live. Thank you so much, Sheena. Sheena is my trouble drama twin. So always, anytime I see her on the chat, I know there's trouble already here brewing. But thank you so much, Sheena, for popping in onto the live stream. Beatrice, I see you, Beatrice. What's in the box is saying he's going to be in Sweden next Saturday. What's in the box is currently in Germany, but he's in Europe. But he says
Is he coming to Stockholm?
He's coming to. Are you coming to Stockholm or Malmö or where? Where exactly? What's in the box? You could meet Fabulous and have some polite drinks and conversation. And that is the beauty about YouTube. Just like that, you said he's coming to Sweden, and I think you guys can meet and have a coffee and conversation. Exactly. That would be so cool.
Like,
Stockholm.
Stockholm. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, you are allowed to meet me if you want to meet me. I will be very happy to have a coffee with you, something like that.
What's in the box? You just got a coffee date on my live stream. Can you like write a comment?
A coffee date.
Yeah, you just got a coffee date. I know what's in the box, but I'm just messing with him. Just leave a nice comment on one of the videos there, and then you guys can have this connection. It's amazing. Experience is saying the connection on YouTube is priceless. It's a community.
I love it. I have experienced it in Kenya. I cannot believe the love I got from Kenya as a YouTuber. Let me make one example. The lady called Irene Zab.
Irene Zab.
Oh my God.
Irene Zab is one of my co-hosts as well.
I was chilling on my 4-star hotel in the middle of the city in Nairobi, and minding my own business. I have to chill because I'm going back to Sweden soon. I don't want to do anything.
You just want
and
to enjoy
she called. She came.
Irene's app is crazy. I wouldn't go. Irene's app will make you walk in the streets of Nairobi until you sweat like crazy.
She called and she said, I am downstairs. And she said to me, bring the camera because we will be vlogging. When I came downstairs, she was like, I'm asking her, what are we going to vlog? She said, you are going to vlog? Me, I'm done with vlogging. I'm like, oh my God. And she started, we were walking the whole city until she took me to KICC.
Yeah.
That building.
Oh, the toilet. That is the landmark.
Wow,
yeah, guys, the KICC is the building that is on our thumbnail. You see the thumbnail on this interview? That's the building she's talking about. Yeah.
She's a hardworking and she took care of me. My God, I was so loved. I went home speechless. That woman really took care of me. My God, I'm so happy.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's amazing.
She's very hardworking. Her channel is almost at 10K.
Yeah, she have 8,000 followers.
And you know, she does like...
She works very hard.
I complain about her premieres because I never catch them. So I always tell her, why do you have premieres like twice in a day? I never catch your premieres. And then she's like, Goga, you have to keep working hard. One of them will go viral and then all of them will pick up. That is a policy. So she says you have to keep working hard as a YouTuber. Think of it as a job. Don't get disappointed if the views are not coming in because one day, and she's had moments where one video has gone viral. and you know, people go and start watching the other things. She's had those kind of moments.
And she's very simple woman.
Very simple.
She's walking and walking and walking.
Yeah. She can
Oh
walk.
my God.
Yeah, Irene can walk. Irene is like a BM Africa who wants to walk 4,000 kilometers.
Wow, she walks.
Yeah. Hey, Lucas Warren, thank you so much for coming in. Look, sorry, I not said hi to you earlier. Lucas is also one amazing person that is nice to see her here. Mkechi Cynthia, thank you so much. Did I see 4K here? 4K Clips is here. Thank you so much, 4K Road Trips. I see you there. Sheena there. Mamle is saying, hi, my beautiful aunt. Mamle here is going to start attacking me now because Mamle wants to come to Kenya. And she's been asking me these questions on people's live streams like, I see you with Fabulous Aunt. I see you are eating local food with Fabulous Aunt, Goga. Goga, I see you crossing the road with Fabulous Aunt. I've been seeing her making those kind of comments. So what do you have to tell Mamle? She's very excited to see you on the live stream here.
Mamle, thank you so much for the love and support. You are so wonderful. Like you are a pure soul. Thank you so much. Please come to Kenya. Goga has been taking care of me. It's just to come to Kenya, just have some plan what you're going to do in Kenya so that you don't get bored when she's busy too.
Yeah, that's a good idea, yeah, because I've been, you know, she's so independent, this woman. She planned the entire itinerary. I only had to fix myself in her schedule. Like when she's in the city center, I'm like, okay, I'm coming from work, let me come and meet you briefly. Let's have coffee, let's have lunch. Yesterday, I took her out for lunch because it was her last day in the city, within the city, because she was moving to a different hotel, which is slightly outside the city center. Yeah, I'm sure you're going to watch those videos. Go to her channel. Don't ask me what she has been up to. Go to her channel. You will see all those videos she has been doing. We've gotten into trouble with the Kenyan police as well. Yeah, she's just drama. We've gotten into trouble with her crossing the road. The police got involved. Let me just leave it that way. Go watch the video. You will see that video. We've gotten into trouble with her here in Nairobi. So it's a lot, but you know, were it not for YouTube, I would have not met you. We would not be having this conversation.
Yeah, it's because of YouTube.
We met on YouTube, guys. Like, and you know, she was planning her trip. She said, "Let me come and you know, Goga, we can meet."
And when you go to meet another YouTube, just be nice, be polite, and compromise.
I like
just try to produce the best of your politeness.
Sheena here. Sheena who's on the chat. Sheena is I love Sheena because Sheena's live stream. Sheena is an example of how you are supposed to build a community.
Exactly.
When you go to Sheena's live stream, we kind of all know each other. You know, like it's always like, hey, I've not seen Experience here. Experience, what are you up to? The last time you're supposed to be going, you even know people's business. You know, like, how is your wife doing? Things like that. And you know, that for me is a connection that goes beyond the name. You're not just seeing Tati Sipetitsa. I know Tati Sipetitsa is a dad based in Romania. You know, that goes beyond. I know Fabulous Aunt, despite being Fabulous Aunt, she's a mother, she's my African sister. There's some human being behind the content creator's name. And I think that is where we need to actually look at growth, especially as small YouTubers. So don't just look at people as subscribers. Look at them as potential friends. sisters. I used to just talk to Fabulous Aunt on YouTube. I never even imagined a day in my life I would meet her in person like today.
I think I look younger in reality.
She looks younger in reality. She's shorter in reality though.
And
She looks bigger on the camera adds some extra weight for sure. Yeah. Samuel is asking, Aunt, will you be coming to Mombasa? Okay, these are now people asking you your questions.
Not this time, but soon I will be back to Kenya, and when I'm back to Kenya, I will be in Mombasa.
Okay, so Samuel, you can set up the date. She'll be coming to Mombasa on her next visit.
Yes.
Hey Sniper, how are you doing, Sniper? Thank you so much for coming in. I was going to, is there any question for Fabulous Aunt? I think I'm done with my questions, and it's only been 44 minutes. So she had given me 1 hour of her time. So if you have any question for her, please ask. Mamle says, I loved her from the day I saw her. She's just beautiful inside and outside. Oh, why?
Thank you so much, Mamle.
Mamle, you've never even told me that.
I have to meet this woman. I just love her. She loves me so much.
She's based in Europe. Kim Mamle is also based in Europe. She's close to you. She's based in the UK.
It's not expensive to fly to UK. Next time I fly to UK, I will try.
And she's an African sister like us. You know, it's amazing.
She's wonderful.
Hey, Robert.
She's so humble.
Emerge Kenya, Mr. Robert is asking you, Aunt, what did you like about Kenya? Thank you so much, Emerge, for that question. That's a beautiful one.
I think I like how the social competent, if they call it in English, social competent. How easy it is to talk to people, how easy for people to be helpful.
Yeah.
They are all helpful, and of course, like I said, the food. I love the food.
You love the food?
Yeah.
What is your favorite food? Don't say ugali.
But this is the only thing I've been eating in Kenya. Yes, I won't say ugali because I have ugali even in South Africa. I think I didn't eat something specific, Kenyan specific.
Yeah.
I think I tried the sausage, the meatball.
Yeah, and then you had skuma wiki.
Skuma wiki,
Yeah.
It's like spinach or something, but it's not spinach. Yeah, I tried that in the street. The sausage, they call it meatballs.
Guys, let me make fun of Fabulous Aunt at this point because we are talking about food. So Fabulous Aunt and I went for dinner at an African restaurant. Yeah, we went to have fish at ugali. You will see it on her video, the brown ugali. She finished her food at the African hotel restaurant. The following day, we went to I think it was just a basic let me say they were not serving African food. It was just all over the place.
Java or something.
Yeah, we went to Java. So Java is it's a blend. It's very intercontinental and stuff.
Okay, European.
Yeah. So she ordered for ribs. I think she ordered for some spare ribs, and what else was that she ordered for? It was I think the spare ribs and something. That is the day she carried all her food. She couldn't finish the food at Java. She finished her whole fish at the African restaurant. That's how good she loved the Kenyan food. It was so cool. It was so funny.
So Africa with food, I love African food.
Yeah, it was so funny. Hey Genos, how you doing? Mesh, nice to see you. Mesh, I loved your interview. I saw it on TikTok. Mesh, you're so famous on Mesh Vimto is so famous on TikTok, guys. She's very famous on TikTok. YouTube is where she draws a line, but she's very famous on TikTok. I was so impressed. Experience is asking you, where do you get your positive energy?
Oh, I think I get it from the family, like it's a gene or something, because my mom is so like hyperactive. My mom is like, she can come here and start to dance, and you know, she's hyperactive. She's like, I have some couple of brothers. I think it's something we have in the family. And me, I think I'm born happy. I'm just happy as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm more happier now since I achieved so much in my life. Like I don't have so much struggles to think about what to eat today, what to dress. Like my life is flowing and brings more energy.
I love it.
Yeah, it brings more energy, especially when you work very hard for, like if I have to be honest, it's not my parents who helped me out to be what I am. It's not my ex-husband. When I was divorced when I started school, and it's not. I'm traveling around here. I have now a boyfriend. Before I was singing, but now I have a boyfriend.
Okay, she's taken.
Yeah, it's not my boyfriend helping me out to pay anything. I never ask him anything. Like everything is like, I feel like I'm so independent, and it brings this life and energy out of me. And like, I think it's infectious as well.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. And maybe in that case, I would ask you, what will be your advice to that girl who is seated somewhere here in Africa? They are struggling. Most of them they don't even see a future ahead because the family is struggling. They're going through a lot. Maybe they've been through, something. What will be that, because I believe as a woman, you're very committed, especially to the, bringing your fellow women up. So what will be your advice, especially to the girl child in Africa who wants to be fabulous aunt? I know being fabulous aunt is not easy. It's work itself.
Oh, I worked 20 years.
You had to 20 years.
20 years of work.
20 years to get to where you are.
Oh my God.
So what will be your advice to that small girl there who is watching you here on my channel and says, I want to be her, I want to enjoy life, I want to travel to Kenya on a whim like her, I want to have a powerful passport. Okay, other than getting married. Yeah, what will you advise that person with?
Trust the instinct. It's not so easy when you are just coming from a humble family. Like your life is in the desert, you don't know what to do, where to go to survive.
Yeah.
Trust the instinct. If you see opportunities, use them. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Because on your way up, when you start to do things, people will look. If she can do that, I can do it. People will start to compete with you. People will try to fight you to take you down. Trust yourself and push forward. Because me, if I really didn't trust myself, if I really didn't listen to people talking about I'm not beautiful, I cannot get a man, or I'm like this and this. I remember when I was going for master's degree, my colleagues were like, oh, even Swedish people who are born in Sweden, the Swedish nurses have tried the master's degree, they failed. Like, people will always say something negative.
To discourage you.
To discourage you. Trust your instinct. Go forward.
I love
do it. Just do it. Just stick out. Just stay away from the crowd. Just do your thing and trust yourself. And tell yourself, if there is, let's say you're going to take a driving license and you feel like maybe it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Look at the road, how many drivers? If all these people can do it, why not me? Is it something wrong? No, I can do it. Trust yourself.
I love
go
it.
Out there. Go out there. Just go there.
Who is this person? And Natty Slim is asking that. Me, I'm asking who is this person because I'm like, she's never even given me such encouragement like that. We've just been having fun and just laughing the entire time she's been in this country. Yeah, but this is here. I'm hearing this for the first time. This is a different side of her I'm seeing for the first time. Yeah. So experience is asking you something here. If you are fabulous aunt, if somebody asks you what is that one thing you have missed out on in Africa in your 20 years living in Sweden, what is that one thing you miss about the motherland?
Oh my God. I miss the village life.
Village life?
Yes, we have been growing in a village.
She's a Zulu girl. She's a Zulu girl.
So when I visit, every time I'm trying to visit Africa, I'm like, I wish I can be in the village. I wish I can just take a walk without shoes. I wish I can just go to the bush and pee. I miss village life. And I think African food brings me back that memories.
Yes.
Maybe that's why I'm chasing it. It brings those memories.
You are so alive when you are eating Kenyan food. Like, you're so alive and so happy. It's like, she even left her camera. She has one of the latest, like, best phones, like, for videos and everything. She was like, guys, thank you so much, we're going to eat now. She turned off the food so that she can just be mindful and be present in her eating. She didn't want anybody to come between her and her African food. Hey Alex, thank you so much for popping in. Alex, my channel member, appreciate you, Alex. Yeah, and the people are laughing at that answer. Steph says, stay away from the couch. Great advice. And you know, like, I just want to pick based on one thing you said. Sweden is, as I said, Sweden is one of those societies that has really empowered its women. And a question maybe somebody will be asking you here, what are the dynamics? Because in Africa we kind of condition our women to be how do I put it? I'm trying not to be offensive, but we kind of condition women to like always be wait for the man to make the decision. But now you went to Sweden, you did your thing, you decided to advance your studies. You know, you are literally taking the world by the, okay, I wanted to say grabbing the world by the balls, but let me say horns, yeah. So how was that experience as compared to a girl here in Africa who has been told that wait for your brothers to go and do the master's degree, wait for your, you know, the boy child to actually get to a certain level so that you can also take that space? How do you advise a girl, especially struggling professionally, on that angle?
Well, in Sweden, there's not so much difference between men and women financially. Of course.
Say that loudly. They didn't hear. They didn't hear. In Sweden?
In Sweden, not so much different between men and women financially. There is a lot of women that are so highly educated compared to men. Many women, they just educate themselves. I think it's because there is still a little bit of this different in when it comes to the salaries. Like a male nurse always earn more than a female nurse. I love when I say this because what I did when I came back from master's degree, I checked all the salaries and I started to discuss with all my bosses. I said, you give me the salary, I was aiming that I want to beat all of them in the mail. I was so strategic in my job, very strategic. Like, I'm going to focus on helping the patients, not because I want money, not because I want money. I just want to me the spirit of helping. I'm born with it. So I nailed it. Every boss could see that this woman really loves patients, and I do. Then I snatched them. I want the salary. And then I'm number 2 now in the hospital.
Wow.
I kick all the men like
yes, because you are strategic. I want this, and this is what I'm going to go for.
So to answer your question, the women, they study more and then they become more powerful with the salary because of their higher education. And the men, they don't study so much because they know they will get a better salaries without education anyway. So in Sweden, there is not that the men have to decide or a woman because they are both powerful financially. People used to say money is not important, which is a big lie. Because we are being ruled by money in the world.
It controls everything.
It controls. Since the women are earning more money in Sweden and more educated, now we're like 50-50. We make decisions. They clean the dishes, they clean the house, we separate the work. Nobody's saying, I'm going to hand you build the whole house. No, we do half in everything. We take care of the child, you give birth to the child, the man will wake up and take care of the child. Sometimes off from work just to take care of the child, as the woman will do the same as well. So it's just this practical 50-50 thing is really working.
I love that. Hey, Luco, and I'm like, I love that answer because it's really good. It's really good, and it's and Maasai Empire here says there shouldn't. Experience African says there shouldn't be any difference as we are both humans. I'm surprised to see the gender differences in salaries. And then Steph here says, yes. Steph is just like, preach some more. Steph is very big on women empowerment. I know her from her live stream. She's always selling things on her live stream, but when it comes to those things that hit on the women or a woman being empowered, she can stop even selling whatever she's selling just to get on that train. She says smart woman. That's a compliment to you.
Thank you so much.
Irene Zab is on the chat. Irene Zab, you went and she talked about you just a few minutes ago. You went and picked her from her hotel and you made her shoot content like a crazy person. Yeah, guys, check out Irene Zab. She'll be having a premiere with Fabulous Aunt in the next, I think it's in the next 4 hours. 4 hours on her channel. You can check Irene Zab's channel out. She's already scheduled that premiere. You can check it out there. Maasai Empire is saying, I love that girl power. And then Divina Momanyi, thank you so much for popping in. That premiere will be up at 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. is about 3.5 hours from now. 3.5 hours from now. You can go to Irene Zab's channel. She's down there with you guys. so that you can go click on that premium and then you can see what they were up to with my guest. Yes, I'm done with my questions unless there's any other question, and I have 2 minutes to the end of the time she gave me for this conversation before I give her like a chance to sign out. So if you have any question for the co-host, you ask it now or forever hold your peace. The next time you're going to see Fabulous Aunt is going to be on my live stream, and she'll be on panel on StreamYard from Sweden. she won't be seated directly next to me here, because she's always coming up as my co-host just before she goes to hospital, and she always hangs out with us and Experience and everybody else. So people know her from my channel. If you've attended my live streams, she's not like a stranger to you. You've seen her before there. Hey, Moving Wheels, how you doing? Moving Wheels, are you back from Tanzania? Are you back from Tanzania? She said the next trip she's coming to make, she's coming back to Kenya, but she'll be going to Mombasa, and then she has to visit Zanzibar. Zanzibar is amazing. I was in Zanzibar like the other last year in Zanzibar. So. And then wonderful interview, Goga, wonderful guest from Steph.
Thank you so much.
Steph is a very busy YouTuber. The fact that you made Steph stay on this live stream and even say wonderful, she never signs out. Something always comes up and then she leaves me running. She leaves me running in the background. Yeah. So, and then
I found her very smart. When I was vlogging with her, I was like, this is a smart woman. Very clever.
Irene is very clever.
Yeah,
Irene is very clever. Hey Helen, how you doing? Alex is asking you, Fabulous Aunt, have you moved to Kenya yet? Alex, I don't think
it's very, very difficult for me to move to Kenya. I love the country, but I think there's a very huge difference between the salaries. I don't want even to mention.
We were
different.
We were having this discussion with her yesterday when we were out for lunch, and I was trying to give her context on the salaries and how, and she was telling me the lowest salary she could ever get in Sweden. And I was telling her that the lowest salary you can get in Sweden is the salary of a doctor somewhere here in Kenya. Like it's very like huge. It's very huge difference. Very huge difference. It's a very huge difference. And then Alex is saying, you're right, Fabi. Alex is from Tanzania, so he's biased here. He's saying, you're very right. Tanzania is better. That is a Tanzanian speaking because you've talked about their country. Can you pick a struggle, Fabulous Aunt? You're in Kenya and you're in my live stream. Hey, Luck and Kisses is here, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Connect to Luck and Kisses, my channel member. She's called April, Miss April Showers as well. Thank you so much, April, for stopping by. Really nice to see you, Luck and Kisses. How do you manage working and being on YouTube? Natty Slim is asking you.
Okay, it's much more easier for me because I work 14 nights a month. I work in the night, and then even though I work 14 nights a month, I think the 7th week I have 9 nights where I'm free doing nothing. That's one of the reasons why I'm going to travel more, because I will have these 2 weeks every 7th week to come out from the country.
Oh, that's
so
good.
if I want, I can save some of my holidays. Plus I get 4 weeks holidays a year. So when I want, I can take 5 days of my holidays, add to those 9 days, and go to Tanzania and go back to Sweden and work.
Don't say Tanzania, say Kenya. Alex is getting excited.
And go to Kenya. Like I can just travel very easy. And then doing YouTube, when I'm in Sweden, I don't stress with YouTube.
Yeah.
I do it, I upload more when I'm out traveling because I work night, I'm always tired.
Yeah.
But when I'm free, I just upload some kind of a video. So it's okay.
I hope you've been answered, Natty Slim. And then Experience is saying, last question, Fabulous Aunt. What will make you retire to Africa? Sorry, I don't think I got the. Let me just see whether I can reword it. What will make you retire in Africa, or like what will make you retire to Africa? Because you say you miss the village life. What would actually make you retire in Africa? And that's a question I could actually also ask for my personal reason. Do you see yourself coming back to Africa after over 20 years in Sweden? You are Swedish now. You have a Swedish passport. Do you see yourself coming back home and retiring back home? No? Why?
I think there's so many reasons. If I make a very important thing, when you grow old, you have it easy to get sick, and you want to make sure that you are in a safe country where you get help with medication, and medication is free. there is a lot of problems with politicians in Africa. If I have to retire and live in Africa, I have to face the problem that when I get sick, probably I have to pay a lot of money to go to the hospital or go to a private hospital, and like the security. I think it's the security that make me to say no.
Yeah.
In Europe, it's more security, especially for the old people. There's lots of medication, will live longer. It's just, I think that's the only reason that the more you grow older, the more you want to feel secure and you don't want to disappear so quick from your grandchildren.
I like that answer. That's a very strong answer.
Yeah.
You are in a country where systems are working.
The system is working very well,
Yeah.
especially the healthcare system.
Yeah.
I think the healthcare in Africa needs to develop, and it's the same as the schools. They need to develop so that the children can be in school.
Yeah.
Everybody have opportunity to go to the university, like the children have to have opportunity, something like that.
Okay. And you said they encourage you to go to school there. You are literally paid to go to school. In whatever the government, in case you need to go to school, the government actually helps you make your life easier.
Make the life easier. For me, I was from Africa. You know me, like I said, I come from a very humble family. When I went to Sweden, I was imagining myself, now I'm in Sweden. Think if I go back to Africa and live the same life again. That was so scary to me, and it really pushed me forward. Really pushed me to go to the university in Sweden.
How did you manage though? Like, the initial, I don't know, the Swedish people write in very interesting letters. There's like 2 dots on top of an O. How did you even manage, like how long did it even take you to understand the language? Because I'm assuming, and they're people from the Scandinavian countries, they love their own language. They won't even speak English.
Okay, that is the very scary part of everybody who wants to move to Sweden.
Yeah.
When you move to Sweden, you have to start afresh because even the metric, like standard 12 or something.
Yes,
it is not counted when you come to Sweden because Africa is outside the European Union.
Yeah.
So when you come to Sweden, you have to start afresh, like class 1, class 2, like A, B, C, like a child. That's how I started anyway.
Yeah.
But because you are so used, your brain is so used to pick up fast, you've been in school.
Yeah.
Then you've been promoted from class to class, higher classes. So it took me 6 months to learn the language before I started to go to the first class. First is just you learning the language. It has nothing to do with school. It has something to just learn the language.
Because the instruction is in Swedish.
Yes, you have to learn the language first. Then you go to class 1. You start there. And not everybody comes to Europe. They are all like, I am a doctor. I'm not going to do this.
Yeah, because you look down upon the professional.
Yeah,
then you
professional.
Really,
Yeah, you start afresh. If you are coming from outside the European Union countries.
Gosh.
Countries outside the European Union.
Yeah.
That's bad. Even though you go so fast, but to be a child again, that's another thing.
It takes a lot of humility.
Exactly.
Because and
Take
you
all
need
your pride away.
and your pride and your ego, and you have to do it because that's the only way you can survive.
And you
because-
feel very hatred by the system.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You may even probably, I'm from Africa, I'll probably start thinking that they're being racist or something. They're like, no,
Yeah.
they're not even racist. It's just the system.
Just the system. That's how I did anyway. That's why it took me 20 years.
Let me ask you, this is a very personal question. I don't even know whether I'm supposed to ask it on live stream. As a black person in Sweden, what is it being a content creator in Sweden? You say you've received so much love here in Africa. What is it being a content creator, especially a black content creator in Sweden?
Unfortunately, I have not been trying to reach out to collaborate with other Swedish YouTubers.
Yeah.
So I cannot blame them so much, but at the same time, I didn't feel like you are being supported on social media when you try to be on the social media by Swedish people.
Yeah.
They will always, it seems like, that's what's my own opinion, it's not the fact. It seems like they support their own people, and when you are black and trying to do some YouTube,
Sometimes you don't get much.
Not even one comment, not even one like from Swedish person, nothing, nearly zero.
So that would
It's
then.
so strange.
So that would then beg the question: where do most of your supporters come from?
In the beginning, it was most of the supporters coming from India.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen Swedish people watching my videos without commenting, without doing anything.
But they're watching.
They've been watching my videos, few of them. Now that I've been visiting Kenya, and the list is Kenya.
Yeah.
Second list is USA.
Oh.
And the third list is Canada. I'm blown away, and I'm getting some little coins.
Getting a little coins
I'm
here.
getting some coins.
Thank you so much.
I'm monetized.
Hey Gorex, thank you so much for that. Popping in. Maasai Empire is saying that you need to meet a Maasai who is a Kenyan who has recently relocated to Sweden. Yep,
Okay.
I will share the link with her so that she can check it out. Great interview from Nati Slim. Thank you so much. Malkia, nice to see you. Malkia Nutrition, thank you so much for popping in. Atewari is still here, checking me out. Primo, all the way from Brazil. You even have people from Brazil coming to support you here. Primo, thank you so much for popping
so much.
in. Yeah, and then I like how you experience answered Nati, because Nati was asking you what exactly you do and stuff like that.
Thank you for the love. I see a lot of hearts.
Yeah, you have so much hearts,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
Yeah, guys, keep sending the hearts to her. This was for her. This I told you this year I want to open my channel to other content creators because I want to take the channel away from me. I want to take attention away from me so that we can make other content creators get that attention.
Yeah.
And I'm more than happy to share my community, with other YouTubers so that you guys can grow from there. It takes a village, guys. It takes a village. And again, mad respect to our super chatter who bought us our drink here. That is a Backerstock all the way from Belgium. So you see, like it's all over. It's like it's really all over the place. We're really all over the world in this space. I want to just sign off because we've been here for 1 hour, and I also want to respect her time because she has to do other things. I'm going to give you a chance to just give a reflection of your stay here in Kenya. I'm going to put the camera in such a way that you face it directly, and then you're just looking at them. You are familiar. You've been on me on several live streams, so you know how to do this. But now I'm just going to give you that chance to just talk on the cameras. Tell them what has been your best experience, what you think is the future of collaboration as YouTubers. You can just summarize the key points we've discussed and what is literally your advice to all of us as small YouTubers on the way forward on how we should really grow as content creators, and then we can close the interview after that. How long has she lived abroad? 20 years, Primo, 20 years. So she now has the camera, so I'm just going to leave her there for a bit so that you guys she can sign off.
First, thank you so much, guys, for the love that you gave us on this chat. Yeah, I really enjoyed being in Kenya, and it was beyond my expectations. I really enjoyed to experience to be in downtown. I really enjoyed how people help the customers here in Kenya in the hotels. From the 3-star hotel to 5-star hotel, I have gotten a high class help. Like sometimes you will get like this kind of help when maybe you look rich, you are in the first 5-star hotel, then you feel like you've been treated like Madame Special. But here in Kenya, you feel that you have that feeling even in the 3-star hotel in downtown. I'm so happy to meet people in Kenya. They are so nice, they are easy to talk to. What was the best experience was in the safaris when I was with the guide. I saw all the animals, but the best experience with that, he gave me opportunity to drive the Land Cruiser.
I saw that. Yeah.
I was driving the Land Cruiser, guys.
I saw that.
Let alone the experience when I left the lodge, when they were singing for me, baked the cake for me, and sang for me. That was.
Okay, we are back.
We are back.
I think the phone got excited. Okay, hold on. The phone got excited over lions and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we talked about, I drove the Land Cruiser. I talked about they were singing for me when I left the lodge. And then the other experience.
Oopsie. God, this phone. Okay, stop talking about the Land Cruiser.
The Land Cruiser.
Okay, back again. Let's try that again. All right.
The Land Cruiser, when they were singing for me in the lodge, when I was living in the lodge, that was best experience in Maasai Mara. And then when I came back to Nairobi, Erin Zip blowed my mind how she came and took care of me. And then Goga as well did a good job. I don't know if I should say this on the camera.
Wait, depends.
He came yesterday. I was supposed to check out from the other hotel, and he's like, when are you checking out? I'm saying I'm checking out now. I called the Uber. He said, just delete that Uber. And what he did, and he was just playing around and like, let's take the Matata bus. I was in Matata bus. I was so happy, guys. I was so happy. I was like, why me? Why? I've been taken care of so much in Kenya by everyone. So it didn't end up there. He took me to a very nice China restaurant. Oh, that was a very nice restaurant. I felt so honored, and he brought the present. God, it's so much I can say about Kenya. Thank you so much. I am so happy I came here. Like, it's like how much I have spent, it's worth it. I'm just honored. This country really humbled me so much.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Future advice to small YouTubers.
Yeah.
You're not a small YouTuber because you're at 6K and you're not poor. You want salaries from YouTube, so
as I have mentioned before, that I have met so many small YouTubers. I got attention from YouTubers, a lot of attention. I am so happy. My advice to small YouTubers, just keep doing what you're doing, but focus on what you want to film, that you enjoy to film, so that you don't feel bored when you're filming. It's always a good idea to film about the things that you're going to do for the rest of your life, so that you can continue make the content, you know?
Keep going. All right.
Yeah. Don't do something that is just temporary in your life, because when you are not living that life anymore, then what are you going to do? Going to change the content or something? Try to focus on the things like you're going to do the rest of your life, so that you can continue making content and really enjoy. Like I told you before, that me, without YouTube, I was going to travel anyway. I am in that stage of life of traveling, so I'm just bringing YouTube with me. Continue to collaborate. Collaborating with big YouTubers is not to look down on yourself. To chase them is not looking down. That's the way of building you up. Collaborate with big YouTubers. Collaborate with other small YouTubers. Just spread the wings, and be nice to each other. Like, be nice to the people you meet the first time. It's not easy to be nice if you expect too much. Take away the high expectations and be nice, and just compromise to other people. We are so different. We cannot expect so much from other people because we'll be always disappointed. Meet as many other YouTubers as possible. Collaborate.
Thank you. And I think that's a very good point to just wind up this. Thank you so much, Steph, for that amazing super chat. We really appreciate you bought us our coffee. Our coffee has literally been bought for by these amazing supporters. Thank you so much. We are at this fancy new place, a very nice hotel at the Boma. Boma means, I was telling her, she went to visit the Maasai village, so you probably went to a Boma in a Maasai village. A Boma is like a compound. A compound in a village. So we are in this Boma today, here in Nairobi. So Steph, I really appreciate that super chat. May your pot never run dry. Thank you so much for that. Fabulous Aunt, I think, has given very powerful words. I don't want to dilute, the elegance of these amazing words that she shared with us today. Yes, we took a matatu. That was an experience. BM Africa is all the way in Maasai Mara. I don't think you got to meet BM Africa, and he's one of the people I wanted you to meet because he lives in the Maasai Mara. Yeah, but he says welcome to the Boma next time. Welcome to the Boma next time. Lily, I see you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that, Lily.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. This was fun, I think.
It was very fun.
And thank you so much for sparing the time to do it, because I know my live streams go for like 7 hours, 10 hours, but 1 hour I think was enough so that we also don't drown the, you know, the key messages that you're trying to pass on this live stream. I'm so proud that you made it to Kenya. I think it was nice. I was shocked at first. I know she was supposed to be here in December, but then life happened, so she had to postpone the trip. But I'm glad that it happened at the time it happened. I think sometimes we have to trust the universe on these things. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Sam Kendri Magoha, all the way in Germany. How you doing, bro? Thank you so much. How is Sam like not blue? You people think I scream. You should check Sam Kendri Magoha. Me, I don't even scream. Yeah, Sam yells at you and is busy inspiring you at the same time. So you need to check Sam Kendri Magoha. So guys, without further ado, I think we are going to end our conversation here. Thank you so much for you guys for attending in. Thank you so much for the guys who are in the background and, you know, just wanted to support us, have this conversation. It's been really nice having a fabulous aunt in this country. I think she's doing something right. Check her channel out. It's on the pinned link there. It's on the pinned link there, and I think you're going to like you're going to enjoy that. Check out that. She's posted, I think, a few videos there based on the experience here in Kenya. My highlight, of course, was her crossing the road and the police getting involved. That is my highlight of her trip, because I was there and I was the one doing the filming. It was so crazy. Yeah, the Kenyan police got involved in her crossing the road. It became a whole spectacle. It became a whole spectacle, and that's when I knew, yep.
It gave the video some views.
It gave the video some views, and I was like, yeah, we are both dramatic people, because we can cause the street to come to a standstill for us. You know, that was pretty good. So yeah, so I will see you tomorrow evening, same time. Take care of yourselves. We will meet. We'll meet at the weekly check-in tomorrow. All right. She'll probably, I don't know that she'll join us, but she'll let me know. But I will be at the weekly check-in. I think I'll be alone on the panel, but we will see how that goes tomorrow. Otherwise, take care of yourselves. May you have a lovely evening. We are signing out from here at the Boma.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Kenya.
Namaste. Bye. We leave you with a view of the garden. This is so cool. Like, literally, like. Bye, Steph. Bye, Helen. Okay, I can take some time to say bye, but I think we are done. Bye, Lily. Look at that garden, guys. It's so cool, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
So beautiful. So we leave you the views of the garden here as we sign out from the Boma, Nairobi. Okay, fabulous. And can you click on the end live stream? Leave us a comment. Hey, Sizizi! Wait, how is Sizizi? Now Sizizi, I have to say hi to Sizizi.